Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I am pulling out a palette that I got earlier this year and I wanted to create a few more looks with it. So I am going to be doing some looks with my Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes palette. And a little twist for this video, I want to do all monochromatic looks. So for those of you who don't know, this is what this palette looks like, and you can see there are lots of reds, blues, and yellows. So I wanted to do a look with each of the color families here, and I just thought that would be super fun and a fun way to get more looks out of this palette. So if that interests you, definitely keep on watching. But before we jump into this video, if you would consider subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. I post a lot of eyeshadow content, different tutorials, project pans, just talking about my palettes. I post some other videos as well, but my main focus is definitely eyeshadow. So if that interests you, definitely subscribe, and if there's anything else you'd like to see from me, please let me know. And with that, we can jump into today's video. So the first look I want to focus on is the blue look. So I am going to start with this lightest blue matte here, and this is the shade Mount Fuji. So I did put eye primer down and I set my crease. So I'm picking this shade up on a little bit of a denser packing brush, and I want to focus this on the inner half of my eye. So I'm going to start by trying to build it up on the lid, and then I will blend it up into the crease as well. Nomad is currently doing one of their guessing games, which are so much fun, and I think this new palette is going to be Polar Express inspired, and I'm super excited to see the full color story. They always just have the most unique, beautiful color stories, so I'm super excited to see this new one. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of a blending brush as well, and I will work on increasing the pigmentation of this. I just kind of want to get the initial colors placed down first. So I'm just taking more of this shade and blending it up into the crease. This is a very, very light shade, but I feel like it is packing down pretty nicely. Next, I want to take this little bit darker matte shade here. I am not going to be able to pronounce like half of the shade names in here, so I'm not even going to try. But this is a bit of a darker matte blue shade, and I want to pack this in the outer portion of my eye. All right, next I want to take the darkest blue matte shade in this palette, and I am picking this up on an angled brush, and I am going to wet my brush with this one. And this will hopefully just allow it to stick better when I place it down. And I'm going to use this as a winged liner. This is a little bit more of a subtle blue look. It's still obviously very blue, but it's not super bright or in your face. And I do really love how it is looking. All right, then to top this look off, I'm going to use Diamond Fuji, and I'm going to be putting this in my inner corner. This is just such a beautiful shade here. And I'm going to just kind of spread it out over here. This is the only shimmer I'm going to be using for this look. So I want it to be nice and impactful. So this is going to complete this look. I'm going to go add some mascara and be right back. All right, here is the final look. I think it is super cute. It was super quick and simple, but I do really like how it turned out. I feel like all of these looks are going to be pretty simple, but I am super excited. Let me know what you guys think of this one, and we can jump right into the next one. All right, next we can move on to our yellow monochromatic look. So the first shade I want to take is Yellow Poplar here. And this one is going to go through my crease. I love the color of this shade. I feel like it's a nice muted yellow shade. I think it's super pretty. So I'm just going to work on building this up through my crease and blending it up towards my brow a little bit. Like I said with the last look, these are all going to be kind of simple, quick looks, but I just thought it would be fun to give a little bit more inspiration with this palette. I have created looks in a couple different videos already with this palette when I first got it, and I just really wanted to pull it out again because the color story of this one just really inspires me, and I think it's really pretty. Alright, next I'm going to take this brighter yellow matte here, and I am going to use this one slightly lower in my crease, and I'm also going to start bringing it onto the inner and outer portions of my lid. I want to do a little bit of a halo eye with this look, so I'm just going to work on creating that shape. Alright, then I'm going to take Burnished Beach here, and I'm going to pack this more directly in my inner and outer portion of my eye. And this is the darkest shade I'm going to be using for this look, so I want to try and build it up as much as possible. This isn't a very dark color by any means, but I want to stick with the yellow color family, so this is the darkest I will be going. So I'm going to just work on packing this down, and then I will blend a little bit more into the crease. Alright, then the last shade I'm going to take is Golden Ginkgo, and this is going to go in the center of my lid, and I'm also going to pop this in my inner corner. So I did go ahead and wet my brush a little bit with this shade, and we're just going to pack it directly in the center of my lid. And then I will go back in with the darkest yellow shade and tap over the edges just to blend it together a little bit. Then, like I said, we are going to just take a little bit of this for my inner corner as well. And that will complete this look. I'm going to go add some mascara and be right back. Alright, here is the final look. Another kind of more subtle, simple look, but I still think it's super cute. I hope you can see the variation of the yellow matte shades through the crease and onto the lid. And I just love that yellow shimmer. I think it's so pretty on the lid there. So let me know what you guys think of this one, and we can jump into our final look. Alright, we are on to our final look. This is going to be the red tone eye look. So I am going to start with this shade right here, and this is the shade Red Rowan. And I'm going to work this through my crease, and I want to focus the majority of this color in the front of the crease, and then when there's less product on the brush, I will go farther into the crease, but I want to keep this inner portion lighter, and I'm going to do the deepening matte shades in the outer portion of my eye. Alright, next I want to take the shade Burning Bush, and I am going to focus this in my outer corner, and I want to bring it up kind of to the same height as the previous shade out here. I want to make sure you can see this one in the crease. I have done all three of these eye looks today, and I'm going to be honest, my eye is feeling a little rough at the moment, but this is my last look for today, so I am really excited to get all of these completed. Alright, then we are going to take the deepest red shade here, and I'm going to focus this right in my outer corner. And I want to build this one up as much as possible. I don't do monochromatic looks super often, but they are super fun. If you could choose any color to create monochromatic looks with, what would yours be? I would definitely choose purple. That is one of my absolute favorite colors of eyeshadow, and I just really love how it looks on my eyes, so that would be my go-to for sure. So once I have those mats up there, I'm going to start working them along my lower lash line, and I'm going to do this quick off camera so I can make sure I am super precise at first and blend it out. So my eye is a little bit watery, and I probably shouldn't have done all 3 of these looks on the same day. So the outer corner might look a little weird, but we are just going to move right along, and I am going to take this shade Fiery Maple here. It is a gorgeous red shimmer. And I'm going to pack this over my outer corner. I did wet my brush with this shade a little bit so it will stick down better. And I want to bring it over sort of on a diagonal about as far in the crease as we have that brighter matte red shade. And then I'm going to leave this inner portion open for another shade. All right, then we are going to take this beautiful light pink shimmer here. This is one of my favorite shades in this palette, and I'm going to be taking this on the rest of the open space on my eye. So I'm just going to start packing it down here, and I will go back in with it a few times and work on building it up so we can get the nice pigmentation that I know this shade has. And I'm also going to bring it into my inner corner as well. So I will just work on building this shade up and blending it in with the red shimmer. So that will complete this look. I'm gonna go add some mascara and be right back. All right, here is the final look. I think this one turned out super pretty as well. Let me know which of these 3 was your favorite. I really did like all of them. I think they all were so fun and super pretty. I am someone who typically prefers creating different color combos of looks, but I had a lot of fun doing this monochromatic series with this palette, so definitely let me know what you guys thought of this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!